This is the right way to do a G chord. Okay, maybe not, but here's the truth. When you're first learning guitar, you are shown the correct way to do certain chords. For example, when you learned how to do a G chord, it looks something like this. Or even this. Or heaven forbid, something like this. Now the truth is, any of those ways of doing the G chord are perfectly fine. They all sound like a G chord. But too many people get hung up on doing a G chord the correct way because that's all they were ever shown. But the reality is, you can use any fingers you want for any chord that you want as long as it makes sense in the context of your song. For example, if I'm doing a chord progression that is very straightforward, I might choose this first G chord like this. However, if I'm going to use a chord progression that moves around a lot more on the bottom strings, I might do something more like this. And admittedly, you're not going to use a G chord that uses your thumb too often. However, sometimes it could make sense, like this. And even then, honestly, it kind of makes more sense to just do this chord. The point of this video is just to say, don't be afraid to experiment with different finger patterns for different chords that are not traditionally used. The reality is, as long as the chord sounds good and feels right to you in the context of your song, then it's probably the right chord to use. And that doesn't even touch on using chords in other parts of the neck, like this, or like this, or even like this. Let me know in the comments how you normally do a G chord, and let me know what your favorite way to do the G chord is. And remember,